Good morning, I'm Angelo Castro III.
I'm Angela and we are the Castros.
And it's a Tuesday episode of Brunch.
Oo.
Second day of the week, umiinit ang mga kwento.
Mainit ang kwento, mainit ang panahon, at napaka-traffic.
Hi, today was especially terrible yung traffic.
Yes.
Ayan, mga nagtatanong mga viewers, ano itong nasarap namin? Well, traditional Filipino Spanish breads. Of course, we have the Spanish bread
That's my
and we have
favorite.
cinnamon raisin bread. Oo. And of course, may hot cup of coffee ako. Kailangan
That'll do.
Napaka-ecstatic mo sa umaga. Alright, we're serving you news in a countdown.
All that before your second cup of coffee. This is Brunch.
Starting our countdown with delicious news. The Philippines will host the first United Nations Forum on Gastronomy Tourism for the Asia-Pacific region next month. Tourism Secretary Cristina Frasco said this event will showcase how food is significant to our culture. The two-day forum also aims to raise awareness about our culinary delights and boost our tourism industry. The UN Forum on Gastronomy Tourism will take place in Cebu on June 26 and 27.
Chibug tourism ang
Oo,
tawag
chibug.
nila dyan.
Pero maganda ito because until now, hindi pa familiar yung ibang bansa sa ating mga pagkain. Not like pag Japan, alam mo may Japanese food. You have your tempura, you have
And you
your
go
sushi,
to
sashimi.
Thailand para dun sa kanilang
mga-
street
Sa
food.
Thailand
diba?
naman, they have their soups. Their sour soups, tomato, pineapple-based soups. Tapos you have Indonesia, mga curry nila, di ba? Sa India. Ang Philippines, ang daming mga food na sikat. Like yung chef.
Ang alam lang nila adobo
yung
pero
chef
we
na
have a lot.
namatay, di ba? Said sisig one of the
Anthony
best.
Bourdain.
Oh, Anthony Bourdain said sisig was one of the best dishes he's tasted. You have adobo, you have sinigang, di ba? You have crispy pata. Nagutom din ako.
Pang-brunch yung mga
Dami-dami,
usapin
and it's
natin.
about time we take our culinary scene to the next level.
Totoo yan. At meron din mga suggestion nga na yung mga street food din ng Pilipinas, di ba? Pasikatin din. It's also a way to boost our tourism. Kasi tulad nga nung nabanggit ko kanina, sa Thailand, pupunta ka doon para doon sa kanilang mga, yung mga hawker, di ba? Singapore, ganun din. Might as well do it here in the Philippines, pero do it right. Di ba? What do I mean by that? Siyempre, turuan natin yung mga kababayan natin na yung proper sanitation, para hindi naman tayo makatulad dun sa ibang mga bansa na kumakalat. Nagtitrending yung mga hinahawakan, yung mga yung niluluto, kinakamay.
Sa India ang viral nun.
Diba? Oo. So, proper sanitation, tapos bigyan sila ng mga permit, etc. Para hindi sila di ba yung mga street food, kasi minsan meron sila mga pangamba na baka mahuli sila, aalis sila dun sa mga lugar na yun.
Very angel talaga para mabanggit proper sanitation. Pag-usapan natin yung flavors.
Yeah, oo nga.
Anyway,
masasarap din naman
yung Pinoy food naman, street food natin is usually it's either deep fried or grilled.
Yes.
You have your fish ball, you have your squid balls, you have kikiam na...
Sarap. Isaw. You don't eat isaw, no?
No.
Rich kid ka
meron
kasi.
tayo yung orange, hindi ako rich kid. Alam mo ang history ng buhay ko, pinaghirapan namin yan.
Okay.
Hindi na naman tayo sa...
tapos, ano ba? Huwag ka umihirap. Ano pa, isaw? Betamax, ikaw kumakain ng
Yung
Betamax.
orange chicken. Yung deep fried orange chicken, yung may halong soft drink. Sikat din yun. Yung color orange naman, chicken na binibenta.
Ang alam ko, toknening, tsaka ano.
Hindi, ito nga, may yung egg na may butter.
Kwek-kwek.
Tapos meron din yung chicken na color orange na nabibili mo deep fry.
Okay.
Diba?
Sige, nakakagutom yung pinag-uusapan natin. Sa susunod, yun ang brunch natin dapat. Street food.
JR, Bili tayo ng ganon.
Okay, let's continue our countdown. For our ninth spot, TV host Willie Revillame has officially returned to TV5. In an episode of The Long Take, Revillame answered all the controversies surrounding him. He also talked about his remarkable journey as a game show host on various TV channels. Now that he's back on TV5, the TV5 host says he's ready to bring joy and hope to Filipino viewers.
Hindi it's about you eh. Hindi ikaw dapat ang bida sa programa eh. Dapat talaga yung may natututunan sila, natatouch mo yung mga puso nila, nabibigyan mo sila ng pag-asa, yung hope eh. I think yun ang importante sa programa eh. Yung oras ng saya, oras ng ligaya, at pagbibigay ng pag-asa. Eh yun, meron na tayo nun, kompleto na ang TV5 eh.
Ako, mabibigyan ba tayo ng jacket?
Si Will yung yung one of the few TV personalities na naiwan on air during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Remember, he was broadcasting
Para sa condo lang,
from his condo, pero tuloy-tuloy ang nag-tie up siya sa isang company, and he was giving out prizes sa mga taong walang job. Yun ang priority niya at that time, yung mga taong walang sweldo.
Tinatawagan niya, di ba, random?
Random, tapos nakakatawa mga reaction nila, "Weh, sino ka? Sinungaling." Tapos tawa ng tawa si Will.
Oo, to the point na yung halos yung ibang mga netizens din, pag nakakita sila ng live show sa Facebook, kahit hindi naman si Kuya Will,
Lahat.
ko-comment sila, "Kuya Will, tawagan mo naman ako."
Oo, di ba may mga programa, lahat ng programa basta may namimigay, puro si Kuya Will ang sinasabihan.
Oo. So anyway, dun sa mga gustong makapanood ng interview na yan kay Willie Revillame, you can watch that interview on One News PH YouTube channel. Ayan. You can also watch it on One News tomorrow, May 8 at 6:30 via Signal TV, Channel 250 HD and Channel 8 SD. Also available on, of course, Signal Play.
Yung long take, I think that
Long take.
episode was done by Patrick Paes.
Yes, interviewed by Patrick Paes.
yeah.
Happy birthday yesterday.
Uy!
Ang lagay ba, ganun-ganun na lang.
Si Bossing, nag-birthday si Bossing. Nasaan na?
Asa ng pang-brunch na?
Alright.
Pwede pa tomorrow magpadala siya.
Pwede pa. Okay, let's move on. Coming hot at the 8th spot is our weather. Pag-asa claims the worst is over in terms of record high temperatures. The agency said it is possible that the hottest temperature for this year has been recorded. They were referring to the scorching 40.3 degrees Celsius recorded in Camiling, Tarlac on April 27. However, many areas will still experience a danger level heat index between 45 and 48 degrees. For today's forecast, Batac, Ilocos Norte is expected to sizzle the most with 46 degrees Celsius heat index. 3 areas in the country might sweat a lot because of the 45 degrees Celsius heat index. 10 towns and cities will feel the heat at 44 degrees Celsius heat index, while 6 areas are listed under the 43 degrees Celsius heat index, including Pasay City. And 16 areas in the country might experience the 42 degrees Celsius heat index, including Quezon City. Heat cramps and exhaustions are most likely to happen in the areas mentioned, so stay home and hydrated. Okay, hindi sinabing
Tapos na ang tag-init,
reminder to the
hindi.
public. They did not say that they did not say na the heat is over. They just said the worst is over.
Kala ko kakanta ka doon.
Hindi,
Heat is on. Go, continue. Carry on.
Anyway, in other words, hindi natataas ang temperature, pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang init.
Maalinsang panahon. Pero may mga areas daw, narinig ko din kanina sa Pag-asa forecaster na mga uulanin na. Pero yung typical
Pero sadly
scattered
may
rain
mga
showers.
reports here and there na mga casualties, like the other day, yung baby.
Yeah.
And then, I think yesterday, I don't remember, I saw this report na I saw this report na may mga rider, 2 or 3 riders, delivery riders na namatay. Due to heat exhaustion, di ba? Sometimes kasi hindi mo alam na yung body mo, nagpapanik na ang body mo, nagdi-dehydrate na because yung symptoms later on yan.
Totoo.
Pero when you hit pag tumama ka daw sa symptoms na yan, wala na. I mean, mahihirapan ka mag-recover unless may swero ka. So, might as well, throughout the day, di ba, kahit wala ka nararamdaman, drink water, sip by sip. Wag daw gulp.
Oo.
Nangyayari
Kailangan
sa'yo
unti-unti.
na natataranta ako sa'yo dito. Daming gumagalaw dito sa gilid ko.
Multitasker tayo, no? Pero yun nga, dahil sobrang init ng panahon, talagang, ewan ko, yung mga kapatid natin, ilang oras na bang bukas yung aircon yung ngayong tag-init? Pero paano na lang din kaya yung mga wala namang aircon.
Para ibsan ang matinding init na nararamdaman, gumawa ng DIY air cooler ang isang guro sa Oriental Mindoro. Para bigyan ng mukha ang balita, Mobile Journal, Merimon Reyes.
Ngayong tag-init, kanya-kanya tayo ng palamig trips kasama ang paggamit ng aircon. Paano kung wala nito? Pwede naman daw mag-DIY o do-it-yourself bilang alternative. Madalas mabalita ang nakapapasong init sa Mindoro. Danas din yan ni Ma'am Anne-Marie na teacher at content creator mula Oriental, Mindoro.
Nasa highway po kami, malapit sa bundok, malapit din po sa dagat. So parang napapagitnaan. Kasi po ang electric fan talaga dito sa amin sa probinsya, kahit na po nasa probinsya kami, mainit po yung buga ng electric fan.
Kaya naman naisipan niyang gumawa ng DIY electric fan air cooler. Ang kailangan mo lang daw ay 2 plastic bottles, tanggalin ang puweta nito at butasan ng paligid, saka isabit mo lang ito sa likuran ng ventilador at pupunuin ng yelo and boom! Or nalamig na raw ang first one. Sinubukan nating gumawa niyan. Tinakpan muna natin yung pinakailalim ng bote para yung tulo niya may ipon muna dito. Pero ang ginagawa ng iba, may tubing system sila na nakatapat na siya sa planggana para yung kada tulo na lalabas agad, nalalaglag, na iipon, pwede agad siyang palitan ng yelo. Try natin. Let's go. Ooh! Wow! Lamig na siya! Okay. Wow! Mas talab siya if mas marami yung butas na gagawin doon sa bote. Para yung nahihigop na lamig ng yelo. Nararamdaman mo siya! Ang galing! Life hacks! 1 oras ang tinatagal kapag tube ice. 2 hanggang 3 oras kung bloke ng yelo ang gamit. Maganda rin daw lagyan ng asin para sa matagal na pagtunaw ng yelo. Kung wala namang time mag-DIY, meron din daw mini air cooler na mabibili sa halagang 200 piso. Tinanggal natin ang filter ng air cooler na ito at nilublob sa malamig na tubig at pinalamig pa sa freezer ng sandali. Nilagyan din natin ng cold water at ice cubes yung liquid compartment niya. Para kang naka-electric fan dito, pero yung buga ng hangin niya, malamig. Pero syempre, hindi pa rin siya ganun kasing lamig talaga na para kang nag-aircon na full-blown. Pero still, for 200 pesos, pwede na to. Ayan, lumalamig na siya. Okay, lumalamig na siya. Bukod sa mga nasubukan natin, marami pang DIY options to try. May nakita pa tayong gumawa ng air cooler gamit ang styro box, yelo at tubo, o kaya ang classic na paglagay ng electric fan sa loob ng bedsheet o tela para nakatunnel ang hangin. Sandamakmak man ang pwedeng pagkuhanan ng ideya para mapreskuhan, maging mapagmatsyag pa rin sa too good to be true na air cooler ideas para matiyak ang inyong kaligtasan. Hindi kailangang maging magastos to beat the heat. Diskarte lang ang kailangan para malamigan nang hindi nabubutas ang ating mga bulsa. Mobile Journal Merimon Reyes po, hatid ang muka ng balita.
Nakakatawa si Merimon.
Ang cute niya! Try nga natin yun dito.
Parang nalagyan ng ice sa pantalon. Di ba? Hindi, pero alam mo, last year, may gumawa ng isang magandang DIY DIY na fan. Ang ginamit nila yung mga styro na, ayoko na ang kainit ang ulo.
Natatawa ako. Go. Go, carry on.
Ikaw naman kwento. Alam mo pala
Hindi ko alam, DIY.
Brunch.
Go, bilis. Tapos.
Kalimutan ka na?
May nag-DIY.
Bahala na. Chat nyo na lang ako gusto na malaman.
May nag-DIY.
No.
Ayaw na niya.
No. Ay, hindi ko pala birthday ngayon ha. May nagsabi, happy birthday, Mr. Diego Castro. Sabi ni Pretty
Birthday mo
Rason
pala,
Castro.
hindi mo sinasabi.
Pretty Rason Castro. Birthday po ni Sir Patrick Paes.
Pero I understand na talagang marami sa kababayan natin na humahanap ng paraan para malamigan naman sila kahit papano dahil talaga napakainit ng panahon ngayon. At the same time, hindi ganun mabubutas yung bulsa nila. Dahil ito na nga, sabi nga, claim it. Pagdating na ng singilan sa kuryente, malamang mataas
Pero
talaga.
if it comes to a choice of hospital ka o
Yes.
edi, ewan na, di ba? Iba ang init Mahirap.
Pwede din naman kausapin kanila para lumamig. Mahangit. Joke lang. Coming up! More bridges along EDSA are set to undergo repairs later this year.
And no less than President Marcos wants the immediate return of the old school calendar.
We're just getting started. More of our top 10 news when Brunch returns. Keep it here on One News. Good morning. You're still watching Brunch here on One News. Batiin mo muna yung mga nanonood sa atin ngayon.
Uy, good morning
ating mga usual suspects.
Kay Migs Ebron, sabi niya sana magkaroon ng show na daw si Will para
Sasali siya.
contestant daw siya. And kay Ralph Domingo, happy 2-year anniversary daw sa atin dalawa sa One News.
Ba, alam niya.
Sa One News, oo. And
It's our
kay
second
Gary Field, our usual suspects sa umaga.
Si Sam, Pokemon.
Sam Pokemon Go.
Si Vladimir Ponce.
Si Petty Razon Castro, si Vlad. Ayan, good morning sa
Si
inyong
Stanley
lahat.
nanonood.
Ha?
Si Stanley.
Stanley.
Gee.
Stanley Chinkitan.
Alright, let's continue our countdown. Ay, di pala yan. Some of the world's biggest stars are currently strutting the red carpet at the highly anticipated Met Gala in New York. Invited A-list celebrities were told to dress in a Garden of Time extravagant attire. Film star and fashion icon Zendaya is this year's host of fashion's biggest night. Her co-hosts include Jennifer Lopez, Chris Hemsworth, and Bad Bunny. Met Gala's theme this year is called Sleeping Beauties Reawakening Fashion, and it will feature rare items in the Costume Institute's permanent collection. Yan talaga ang inaabangan ngayon, yung mga iba't ibang costumes, sabay, mga suot ng mga Hollywood A-listers. Hindi lahat na-invite dyan. So, importante, pag na-invite ka,
By invite,
oo, kasosyal ka, VIP.
sino yung parang hot 100 for the year usually? Titignan
Ang
nila.
laging nandiyan dyan, parang hindi nawawala sila Kardashian,
Parang
sila Beyonce.
nagpo-poll kasi ang mga peers and anong tawag dito, mga designers.
Si Blake Lively.
Sino papapuntahin?
Okay, now, ito totoo na to. Let's continue our countdown. Going straight to our 7th spot, a man was apprehended after telling a bomb joke at the Davao International Airport last week. According to the PNP Aviation Security Group, the 42-year-old passenger uttered the phrase, "There are no fragile items inside, only a bomb," in the local language while undergoing inspection. The man has been charged for violation of Presidential Decree number 1727, and he may face imprisonment of not more than 5 years or a fine of not more than 40,000 pesos or both. Naku, nung isang araw lang, kausap na natin yung taga-Bureau of Immigration, di ba, na talagang bawal yan.
Yes.
Labag sa batas ang pagsasabi ng bomb joke.
Di ba, when we asked about ano ba ang information campaign meron para hindi to gawin ng mga tao, meron naman daw mga nakapaskil.
Kasi ignorance of the law excuses no one.
May nakapaskil na signs daw sa mga airports, sa paliparan, and then they also have daw reminders on the airplanes. Ang problema, madaming things like this are still going on. So in other words, kulang pa sa campaign because this guy said it while his bags was being checked, di ba? Wow lang, parang in their dialect, walang laman yan, kundi ano lang, bomba lang. So I think we need to step up how we remind people na this is not allowed. Isipin mo, simple joke, pwede ka makulong ng ilan years? 5?
Yeah, sayang buhay mo, tapos magbayad ka pa
Dahil sa
40,000
joke,
pesos.
diba? Dahil sa walang kwentang joke na kulong ka.
Kulang sa awareness or some people refuse to
No.
follow. May mga ganun din.
Alam mo, if you put
It takes two to tango
if
din
you put
minsan.
if you put adequate signs and people see na nakalagay, it's not allowed with Republic Act, blah, 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 kasi penalties include 40,000 pesos and 5 years in prison. Pag nakita ng isang tao, makukulong ka 5 taon kung mag-joke about bomb.
Tingnan nga natin
I
yung
think
sinasabi
naman,
ng official na-interview natin sa Bureau of Immigration, kung gaano kalaki, kung gaano kadami, yung mga sinasabi niyang paalala sa mga passengers regarding bomb jokes.
I think naman na meron.
Yeah.
It's just that I think it is not enough. The mere fact that this is still happening, people are still making bomb jokes, saying bomb jokes, that means may kulang tayo sa awareness. Maybe we should stick to not only those posters sa loob ng sa airport. Maybe we could also go as far as yung mga avenues, sa mga streets of areas leading up to the airport para mga first-time travelers o hindi sanay bimay, makita nila, ay, bawal.
Frequent
diba?
reminder regarding
Kahit sa mga
this.
bus terminal, pag bumiyahe ka, may reminder bawal mag-bomb joke din
Nako.
Diba? Okay.
Sige.
Not worth it, 5 years.
Sayang. Let's continue our countdown.
Taking the 6th spot in our countdown is an update on the Percy Lapid Slay case. The self-confessed gunman in the killing of the broadcaster was sentenced to a maximum of 16 years in prison. Lapid's brother, Roy Mabasa, said that the Las Piñas Regional Trial Court Branch 254 convicted Joel Escorial of homicide. Escorial asked the court to lower his penalty for murder after entering a plea bargain. Mabasa said they are still going to pursue justice for Lapid until the masterminds behind the crime are imprisoned. Di ba you were asking me yesterday bakit 16 years itong gunman and sila Cedric Lee and Denise in illegal detention. 40 years.
Reclusion perpetua.
Dito kasi parang ang lumalabas mastermind si Denise and si Cedric Lee sa pag-detain kay Bong Navarro, whereas the gunman was...
Self-confessed siya
Yeah, self-confessed gunman. Ang mas importante kasi dito is mahanap yung actual mastermind. And this gunman can point them to the mastermind.
Actually, siya ngayon nagsabi, di ba, nung nag-present siya sa sarili niya last year na siya nga yung self-confessed gunman, ay siya nagsabi yung utos ay nagmula mismo sa loob.
Yes.
Sa bilibid. Dito nga natag yung pangalan ni General Bantag, 'di ba? And other accomplices pa na yung iba namatay, 'di ba? Doon na sinasabi niya yung utos ay galing mismo sa loob.
And of course, we want to know sino sa loob because aside from si Bantag, other people might be involved. And we want to cleanse the rank sa loob ng bilibid, di ba? Sino pa ba ang may access sa mga telephone communication devices na nakakapagbigay ng utos sa labas? Usually, pag detained ka na, hindi ka na you're not supposed to create damage anymore outside. Apparently, may power pa mga certain criminals
meron
inside.
Meron silang access to phone, yung iba, meron pa silang mga deliveries.
Who knows, yung mga drug lord na nakapiit dyan, nakakapagbigay ng instruction sa labas.
Yung iba, nakakalabas, di ba?
Oo, may mga videos, so-called videos nakikita na nasa convenience stores, sa mga ilang mga...
Sistema yan na kailangan buwagin talaga eh.
Yeah, it's a culture already.
It's a culture. Kaya iba may mga, yun nga, may proposal na tanggalin doon. Kasi diba may mga hukay-hukay na doon, may mga, basta alam na nila yung mga pasikot-sikot doon, kaya kung ano-ano ng mga modus yung mga ginagawa nila. But yun nga, ito yung ating balita, yung self-confessed gunman ay makukulong for
16 years. 16 years. Tapos he's coordinating already, kasi homicide na lang ang case niya, and he's coordinating with authorities para mapabigat ang kaso sa mga lahat ng mastermind.
Ngayon at large pa rin si General Bantag.
Yes,
Na tinuturo, allegedly, mastermind na nga ng pagpatay dito kay Percy Lapid. Now, moving on to our next countdown. On our top 5, humanda na po sa posibilidad ng mas malalang traffic. This as more bridges along EDSA are set to undergo repairs. Here's the report.
3 bridges along EDSA and in Manila are scheduled for closure for repairs later this year. This month, the Magallanes flyover is targeted to be closed. Bridge reinforcement will be added underneath the flyover to strengthen it. Over 200 million pesos was allocated for the rehabilitation. Authorities say repairs could take at least 6 months, but no exact date yet when it will begin.
Gusto namin kasing hindi magsabay ang pagsasara with Kamuning flyover. Kaya ang unahin namin sa Magallanes flyover, southbound, ay yung paglalagay muna ng mga carbon fiber sheet.
Before the end of the year, repair works will also be done on the Guadalupe Bridge in Makati and the Lambingan Bridge, right at the boundary of Manila and Mandaluyong. The bridges will undergo almost a major overhaul. Authorities say they will strengthen the bridges in preparation for major earthquakes.
Hindi naman daw po masasara totally ang Guadalupe Bridge, at aside po dun maggagawa din sila ng detour bridges sa upstream at downstream portion para po hindi ganon ka-traffic kapag po ginawa ang Guadalupe Bridge.
Earlier this month, the Kamuning flyover along EDSA has been closed for retrofitting. It is expected to become operational again by October 25. To ease the traffic, the MMDA continues to conduct clearing operations on alternate routes. For News 5, Gerard de la Peña, We Are One News.
Wow, tatlong bridges.
Yesterday sa big story parang na-clarify na ni yung secretary na hindi naman daw sabay-sabay.
Simultaneous.
Oo. Ang question lang sa marami is since we're approaching already almost the half-year point, and one bridge, I think it's in Magallanes ba or in Guadalupe, is supposed to take 6 months. So aabutin siya ng Christmas rush. And di ba? And you know naman na hindi dapat gano'n na mangyayari. Roadworks dapat at a minimal during that period because you have 30% to 40% more people on the road at that time. Meron ka pang Kamuning, di ba?
Na flyover na sinara na until October naman siya magbukas. Hopefully, naka-ano.
Ang question is, yung mga gagawin nilang bridge, although hindi nga daw sabay-sabay, pero may mag-overlap ba ng schedule? Or hindi mo nga i-close down totally, but liliit ba ang daanan na to a point na magiging choke point?
Kaya nga 'di ba may nabasa din ako mga balita na sinasabi na MMDA also eyeing to talk to different mall owners para i-adjust din naman yung mga operation hours nila. Eh di ba naka-adjust na to before eh. Di ba dati mga 10, ngayon 11.
But you know, kung volume ang problema, I don't think
sinasama nila yan sa solution.
Yeah, but I don't think may impact yan masyado. It's because number of cars, kinalat mo lang ultra auto day. Imbis na kinumpul mo ang traffic during
Para daw
rush hour.
hindi daw lahat pupunta.
There will be no more rush hour. Diba? The whole day is rush
Kasi
hour.
di ba sinimulan na ng government offices?
Yeah.
Yung mas maagang office hours
That
nila.
one, I must say, I was skeptical about that. Nag-improve ang traffic sa time natin na lumalabas. Kasi lumalabas
We don't know the
tayo ng
others,
7. No. Lumalabas tayo ng 7. So yung usual na bulto sa Katipunan all the way to EDSA, may traffic pa rin, pero it's not like before.
It's not as bad as before.
Not as bad. So that one seems to have worked a little for that time.
Tignan pa natin kasi wala pa yata isang linggo yan eh.
Oo.
Diba? Tapos ngayon may mga road repairs na sunod-sunod sa EDSA. Yun talaga yung
Hindi pa
kinatakot
nagsisimula kasi.
Hindi
We
pa.
have to wait for the official announcement. Kailan magsisimula itong 3 bridges.
Oo.
Oh, diba?
EDSA, 3 bridges along EDSA.
Yes.
Oh.
You have the Magallanes Interchange. You have the Guadalupe Bridge. Ano pa yung isa?
Ano pa yung isa? Sa Guadalupe, Lambingan, Mandaluyong. Dambingan Bridge.
Okay.
Yan yung boundary ng Manila and Mandaluyong.
Yan ang hindi pwede magsabay, yung Mandaluyong Bridge area na yan and the Guadalupe. Major arteries and choke points yan.
I don't know what's going to happen, pero
And
let's
they're all,
see.
southbound, They're all southbound.
Tignan natin. Pero hopefully we can talk to somebody from MMDA para mabigyan din tayong update dun sa mga illegal parkings, may mga nahuli, etc. Sa e-vehicle.
Mag-camping na lang kaya tayo sa ilalim ng tulay. Malapit dito. Lakarin natin pagtrabaho na. No?
Cable car, sabi ng isang senador.
Si Robin Hood, Senator Robin Hood Padilla, cable car daw.
Sige.
Sige, let's move on to the next. Heating up at our 4th spot, President Marcos is looking to certify as urgent the proposed amendments to the RiceTarification Law. The RiceTarification Law lifted quantitative restrictions on rice and introduced tariffs. It also removed the National Food Authority's mandate to buy and sell rice at a cheaper price. Amendments are being discussed in the lower house with Speaker Martin Romualdez leading the push. President Marcos says amendments to the measure could bring down rice prices.
Kung magkaroon ng mga amendments sa NFA at sa rice tarification, sa NFA charter at saka sa rice tarification law, magagawa natin, makokontrol natin, meron tayong influence dun sa presyuhan, sa pagbili ng palay at sa pagbenta ng bigas.
Ito yung sinasabi noon pa, bago pa na pasa itong rice tarification law, sinasabi ng mga stakeholders, yung mga rice groups, diba, na sinasabi nila, okay, sige, matutulungan yung mga farmers dahil dun sa makukuha nilang tariff from imports, diba, matutulungan, which is, it happened naman, nabigyan naman talaga ng mga assistance yung mga farmers. Pero ang problema, hirap pa rin yung mga farmers because ang daming imports, diba? So yung presyo ng bigas nila, luging-lugi sila. Kaya yun ang sinasabi noon pa, bago na ipasa to, nung 2019, na ito yung magiging problema.
Kasi
it's happening.
the economic managers kasi of this administration are keen on the imports to stimulate prices, to supposedly balance the prices out. Ang problema, you're not only balancing the prices, but you're removing opportunity. Diba? You're removing
Yun nga
opportunity.
yun yung sinasabi nga nung, di ba, 2019 ito napasa, itong rice certification law. That's under Duterte administration. That's why, remember na nag-resign nga si Secretary Manny Piñol dahil nga hindi nga daw siya pinakinggan. Ayaw nga niya nga yung itong rice certification law. Pero yun nga, although what I've said earlier, di ba, na natulungan nga yung ating mga farmers, ang nangyari, hindi naman din sila yung sa presyo ng kanilang bigas, nahirapan din sila dahil nga apakadaming import na nagdatingan. So ngayon, bibigyan ulit ng kapangyarihan ng NFA, supposedly, diba?
To sell directly to the public.
Hindi lang, kasi na-strip yung authority kasi naman dati, nagkaroon naman din ng mga issues until now, diba? NFA, yung mga corruption issues nila. So hopefully, sana ma-address din yun. Balikan natin itong issue na to dahil
meron tayong pag-uusapan about yung traffic and the roadworks along EDSA.
We have with us right now si Mr. Gabriel Go, ang head of MMDA Special Operations Group Strike Force, joining us via Zoom. Magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat, no? And lalo po sa lahat po na nakasubaybay sa programa ngayong umagang ito.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Kumustahin na po namin yung sitwasyon sa Kamuning Flyover. What's happening po?
Well, Well, so far naman po, no, tuloy-tuloy naman yung mga rehabilitation at yung mga ginagawa natin pag-restructure dito po sa Kamuning Flyover. And also when it comes to the traffic management, we have already, for how many weeks already, we already identified and already made a news blast as regard to the mga alternate routes na pwede pong gamitin ng ating mga motorista. But then again po, itong mga alternatibong kalsadang ito, tuloy-tuloy din po ang ating mga clearing operations to ensure that these alternate routes are provided with continuous mobility para sa ating mga motorista who wishes to use these lanes, no, to make their travels faster and easier po.
Yes, speaking, you mentioned yung alternate routes na yung routes natin. Are there still a lot of violators po along these areas? Kasi when I used to pass that area, madami pa rin. Kahit ilang beses po kayo nagki-clearing doon, paulit-ulit sila. So do you still see the same suspects there? And of course, ano po ang parusa para ma-share natin sa public? Baka sakaling matakot sila at hindi po marada.
Well, as I said, no, we did an information campaign or information drive prior to the closure of the Kamuning Flyover. So I think this really helped, no, in somehow lessening the violators who are parking dito po sa mga alternate routes that we have already announced. But then again, as I said, meron pa rin po talaga mga illegal parking violation. Like as of the moment po, we are clearing the Panay Avenue. It is one of the one of the alternate routes. Na-lessen po siya, nabawasan, but there are still a few na mga sasakyan na nakaparada po dito sa mga pinagbabawal nating kalsada.
Yesterday, nabanggit nyo nga po yung mga clearing operations, and we've seen a lot of reports yesterday, including yung mga nagtitinda sa mga kalye na napaalis po ng MMDA, na itong mga kababayan po natin na nagtitinda, galit na galit po sa MMDA. Update on that po.
Well, for one, no, unang-una ang sidewalk is beyond the commerce of men po yan. It cannot be used as an extension of any business establishment or even a parking garage. Alam naman natin ang sidewalk, it's meant to be used by pedestrian for a safe passage. And pag nagkakaroon po ng obstruction, such as in the case, yung mga business establishments or yung mga ambulant vendors, hindi man sila naka-occupy totally the sidewalk, but they are also one of the reasons bakit nagkakaroon ng obstruction sa kalsada. Why? Pag nagtitinda po sila, let's say mga pagkain, yung mga gustong bumili or kumain po sa kanila, they use the side of the roads to park their cars para po kumain. And a minute or even pag kumakain po tayo, definitely it will take more than 5 minutes to do so, no?
Yeah.
So doon po nagkakaroon ng traffic gridlock or tinatawag po nating traffic congestion. And pangalawa, pag nakita po, syempre alam naman natin, pag nakita ng isa na meron po nakaparadang dalawa o tatlo sa gilid ng kalsada, isipin nila, ay baka pwede. So they will follow. So yan po ang nagiging problema natin. That's why, as much as possible, we don't want any obstruction sa ating mga bangketa. Because not only you are obstructing the sidewalk, but you are also causing traffic congestion dyan po sa mga kalsada.
Yan, ini-empower mo pa yung mga illegal vendors to sell in those areas. I'd like to ask also, is the Kamuning Flyover schedule on time? I ask this because there are reported that 3 more roadworks, major roadworks that are going to happen. You have one in Guadalupe, Magallanes Interchange, and Mandaluyong. Although hindi daw magsasabay-sabay ito, may possibility daw po na mag-overlap ang paggawa ng mga ito. So, ano po ang plano ng MMDA in the event na this roadworks magka-overlap po?
Well, first and foremost, yung construction or yung rehabilitation ng Kamuning Flyover natin, as of the moment naman po, tuloy-tuloy ang gawa po nila doon. And as much as possible, ayaw po natin magkaroon ng delays because for one, we want to ensure na itong traffic congestion natin ay hindi na po tumagal pa, no? And we want to ensure yung mobility, especially dyan po sa EDSA. As regard naman po, dun sa mga 2 more projects, ito po ay mga pinag-uusapan pa lamang. Wala pa po tayong any concrete guidelines or even mga procedural papers po kung paano po ito gagawin. But if ever, let's say, matuloy po itong mga projects na ito at magkaroon po ng overlapping, definitely pag-uusapan po ito ng most of the agencies that are concerned, which is yung mga local traffic, ang MMDA, ang DPWH, and other agencies po. And definitely, hindi naman natin hahayaan ito na magkaroon ng major traffic problem and we will ensure the traffic management is well planned po.
Yes, ang question kasi ng marami is, one project supposed to last for 6 months. Kung hindi pa nagsisimula siya, ang nasa isip ng iba, baka umabot po ito ng Christmas rush, the Christmas season. Do you have any idea as to when these projects may start?
For the 2 more projects, no, yung Magallanes po at yung Mandaluyong, pinag-uusapan pa lang po yan, so we don't have any concrete details on that yet.
Okay.
But for the Kamuning flyover naman po, as of the moment, on time and on schedule po
Good.
tayo,
Okay.
and makikita naman natin yung day-to-day progress po ng rehabilitation, ay talagang puspusan po yung mga ginagawa ng ating mga workers dyan.
Oo. Taking this opportunity to ask you na rin po, Mr. Go, regarding dun sa mga e-vehicles natin, I understand that the President said na magkaroon pa tayo ng 1-month extension for campaign awareness, information awareness sa mga kababayan natin. But at this time around, are we still seeing a lot of e-vehicles applying po sa ating major thoroughfares?
Well, it seems like the information campaign, no, or the information drive natin, especially ang MMDA naman po, despite yung order po ng ating mahal na Pangulo, continuous naman po ang ating operation na pag may nakikita tayo mga light vehicles, pinagsasabihan natin sila. So we give them already the chance and the proper information para sa ngayon, pag nagpatupad po tayo sa susunod na linggo, ay they're already well informed. But as regard naman po sa mga numbers of the light vehicles that are plying our roads, it seems like nabawasan po sila. But meron pa rin po talaga, no? Because sabi nga nung iba, hindi pa naman po tayo nanguhuli, hindi pa nag-impound. So they are still taking the chance. But as I said, pag nahuhuli po namin sila ngayon, we give them the proper information. And it serves as a warning for them na yun nga po, pag nag-upisa na ang panghuhuli natin sa susunod na linggo, wala na po tayong wala na po tayong pagbibigyan.
Alright, on that note, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras. Gabriel Go, ang Head of MMDA Special Operations Group Strike Force. Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat din po and ingat po and good morning again.
Morning.
Well,
Ito naman natin, busy siya. Sinagot pa rin niya yung tawag
Galing.
natin.
And it's glad to know na wala pang pinag-uusapan yung sa dalawang project na malalaki.
Yeah.
Oh, yun lang ang wish ko lang. Nasa wish list ko, sana huwag niyo isabay sa Christmas.
Sa Christmas.
Or hindi man umabot
Lagot
sa Christmas.
tayo lahat.
Lagot tayo lahat.
Eto, ano ba ating next topic for today? Entering our top 3 is the drug allegations against President Bongbong Marcos. The president shrugged off these accusations with a laughter. When asked about the drug allegations in an ambush interview, PBBM just laughed it off, then left.
Nila na parang you're involved sa drug something.
Kami ni
Opo, noong 2012 daw po, Mr. President. O yan na.
Contrived yun. Contrived.
Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin then told the media the allegations are contrived. An alleged document from the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency links the president and actress Maricel Soriano to illegal drugs. Pidea already denied the authenticity of this document, but Senator Bato de la Rosa believes the report is true. Natawa ko sa tawa.
Alam mo,
Infectious yung laugh.
every time na natatawa si PBBM sa mga accusations sa akin, natatawa din ako.
Bakit?
Kasi yung reaction niya, parang ma-reaction ng bata pag ina-accuse.
Ito, this time, kasama daw yung actress, si
Maricel
Maricel
Soriano.
And I think there were hearings already last week regarding this. Ang head niyan, of course, si Senator Bato de la Rosa. And actually, he's inviting as well yung vlogger, yung suwalat nung listahan na yan, si Maharlika, to join the hearing and yun nga, take part in this hearing at mapatunayan or malaman kung totoo ba talaga itong listahan nito. Kasi sinasabi, although dininay nga ng PIDEA, themselves,
Time and again naman, PIDEA has said that the authenticity of these documents.
Pero yun nga, itong lumabas na former PIDEA official agent, Jonathan, if I'm not mistaken, his name is Jonathan, sinabi nga niya, siya daw mismo yung gumawa. Yun
And most of these lists daw were given to the group of sila President Duterte at that time. Tapos si Senator Bato was still a PNP chief ata.
During the time.
Yeah, and ang question ng ibang tao is, if it was given to you before, then why did you keep silent? Diba, kay President Duterte. Ngayon na hindi kayo magkasalungat or you're not in the same political fence, ilalabas mo ito, diba? So I think sana all of this is resolved because we have bigger problems to face right now. Like yung sa West Philippine Sea, di ba? We have the traffic situation, presyo ng pagkain.
Nako. Pero para medyo gumaan-gaan naman yung kalooban mo. Tsaka natin mga kababayan. Dahil meron po akong magandang balita. Great news to all music lovers and concert goers. Legendary music icon David Foster returns to Manila on June 18 at the Smart Araneta Coliseum, where he is set to perform timeless classics with Catherine McPhee, Brian McKnight, and All for One with JV Decena and Joaquin Garcia. You may buy your tickets now at ticketnut.com.ph or call 891-1555.
Si Catherine, di ba asawa niya?
Asawa niya. Dating
Idol.
American
Kalaban
Idol finalist.
ni Taylor Hicks.
Taylor Hicks.
Taylor Hicks ba?
Taylor Hicks.
Sino yung David ko kanina?
Taylor Hicks.
Taylor Hicks yung white hair country boy.
Yes,
I remember.
Si Catherine.
Siya yung kumanta na nakapaa.
Oo, Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Ayun. Gawin ko rin yun mamaya. Somewhere. Hindi, huwag na.
Oh my, joke lang.
O ikaw kaya kumanta. Guys,
Nako ha.
swear, magaling kumanta si Angel. Abangan
Baka
niya.
umulan.
Yan. Mulan
Mulan bagyo.
or mamidlat. Anyway,
Corny mo, Tito joke.
don't go away because we're not done yet. May dalawa pa. Please stay with us.
Welcome back. You're still watching Brunch here on One News. Sinadya ko yun. Obvious
No,
ba?
nagkamali ka. Kumakabig ka lang sa sarili mo. Good morning kay Sam Pokemon Go. Nagpapakita ako sa'yo. Okay, let's move on. We are now down to our top two. President Bongbong Marcos says the country will not resort to using water cannons against China. Marcos said the government will continue to address issues in the West Philippine Sea through diplomatic channels. This despite China's use of, quote, very fatal water cannon pressure recently, according to the Philippine Coast Guard.
What we are doing is defending our sovereign rights and our sovereignty in the West Philippine Sea. And we have no intention of attacking anyone with water cannons or any other such offensive, I would have to call them weapons dahil nagkaka-damage na.
Senator Amy Marcos also thinks that the Philippines should revisit dialogues with all concerned parties, including its ASEAN neighbors. This comes amid proposals for a Senate probe into the supposed gentleman's agreement between the Philippines and China.
Let's continue dialogue with everyone, particularly with the ASEAN. The first round of defense are our neighbors, and I think it's very clear Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam are reaping advantages without antagonizing or angering China.
In a statement, China's foreign ministry maintains that aside from the gentleman's agreement, there were internal understandings and a, quote, new model. Despite being refuted by Philippine officials, Beijing insists that the Philippines adhere to its supposed commitments and avoid provocations.
Oh, sinabi nga ni NSC, Jonathan Malaya,
Yeah.
sinabi nga niya, so if they are willing, yung China, di ba, to talk to them, with us, di ba, ganun, umattend sila nung, kasi parang every year daw, meron nangyayari na bilateral conference consultation. At ibang countries yung nag-host sa ASEAN. This year, if I'm not mistaken, it's our country's turn to host it. So sabi nila, if they're really concerned about the situation in the West Philippine Sea, and kung gusto talaga nila makipag-usap, ay umattend sila hopefully nga nitong gagawin na bilateral conference consultation.
Yeah.
Diba?
But yung Vietnam, just in perspective, no, Vietnam countered China's aggression with a lower level of aggression. Nakipagbanggaan sila sa boat ng China. After that, China took them seriously and hindi na masyado silang hinaharas. But of course, iba-iba ang kasi we have the arbitral ruling in our favor.
Yes.
And we don't want to antagonize that kasi pwede sabihin ng Beijing, sila rin naman they're very aggressive, di ba? It'll not look good sa atin. So,
kaya
maganda
laging sinasabi natin, di ba, if they go low, we go high. Oo. Pero marami pa tayong gustong pag-usapan tungkol dyan sa issue na yan sa West Philippine Sea, pero meron tayong top story for today. Our top story for today is our education sector. President Bongbong Marcos pushes for the immediate re-implementation of the old school calendar because of the rising temperature. Here's the report.
Over 7,000 schools in the country are currently using the alternative learning modes due to the continuous extreme heat. Some students are getting their modules delivered, while some continue their classes online. But even if they are at the comfort of their home, students and teachers are grappling to do their academic task because of the weather.
Sa bahay, doon yung may internet tapos sobrang init, hindi ka makapag-focus. Kasi minsan nahihilo ka, ganun.
Naapektuhan po rin kami kasi let's say for example ako po at my age, syempre pag sobrang init parang tumataas na rin yung presyon, yung aking BP.
This is why President Bongbong Marcos pushed for the immediate return of the June to March old school calendar.
That's part of the plan that we are trying to do to bring it back already to the old schedule. Yeah, I think it will be better for the kids. With the El Nino being what it is, every day you turn on the news, F2F classes are cancelled, F2F classes have been postponed, etc. So talagang kailangan na.
The House recently adopted a resolution that urges the Education Department to implement the old school calendar.
Sobrang init. And because of that hindi ho magpropromote ang quality education yon. Kawawa rin po yung learner.
On their part, the Education Department is ready to follow the President's order. One of their proposals is the aggressive option to finish the next school year on March 2025. If this option will push through, students will only go to school for 165 days in the next school year. This is lower than the mandated 180 days, but DepEd reassured teachers they can still enjoy their 2 months of vacation under this option. For now, teachers and students have to endure the rising heat while trying to learn.
Now, to further discuss this matter, we have Teachers Dignity Coalition Chairperson Benjo Basas on the line.
Good morning, Benjo.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Angela and Sir Angelo.
Alright, thanks for joining us again. Syempre, unang-una, what's your reaction to PBBM's push for the implementation of the old school calendar?
Sir, of course, we're happy po that the President finally decided on this. Actually, prior to this naman, last week na pag-usapan din natin to, prior to the President's departure po to Europe last month, ay sinabi niya that he is into ordering the Department of Education, instructing the Department of Education to work for the immediate revert to old school calendar.
Yes.
At yung DepEd naman siguro ay nag-respond ang DepEd in accordance with the wishes of the President. Kaya po nung last week doon sa Senate hearing ay the DepEd revealed that they have this aggressive proposal of ending the school year 2024-2025 earlier by March 2025, so that we may be able to open the schools po, the school year 2025-2026 by June. So tingin namin ito na yun. Sana.
Yes, what is your initial thoughts on the aggressive option na supposedly 100, correct me if I'm wrong, 165 days sa school calendar na lang ang matitira. Ano po magiging impact nito and how can we make up for this loss?
Tama kayo dyan, Sir Angelo, kasi 180, traditionally 180 po yung inahabol ng DepEd. It's actually prescribed not necessarily mandated. In fact, ma'am, wala naman talagang sinasabi na minimum. Pero maximum 220 days. So, ang haba, So, from 180 to 220. So, medyo malayo po yan. Pero, historically, ang DepEd po, ang hinahabol lamang niya ay 180 days. Ngayong school year po na ito, napatapos na 179 lang, Kaya po yung proposal namin, 174 So, up to April 11, 2025.
Yeah.
Pero yung DepEd is more aggressive. So, hanggang March lamang siya with 165 days. So, maraming paraan na pwedeng gawin. Gaya nung declaration ng asynchronous classes during Saturdays. Basta asynchronous, Kami naman, laban kami dun sa asynchronous Basta yung totoong ibig sabihin ng asynchronous, na hindi na po ino-obliga yung bata na i-check yung kanyang ginagawa for yung real-time na task ng bata at ng teacher din. So, may mga ganun po tayo. And that impact, masasabi nga namin, kahit pa nga hindi magkaroon ng mga makeup classes ay pwede pa rin yung 165. Basta i-maximize lang po natin ito doon sa purely teaching and learning process, teaching and learning activities at wag na muna let's do away with the extracurricular activities po in our school sagat maaari po.
Ano po ba magiging impact naman po nito? Possible impact naman sa mga teachers, itong aggressive option na to na makabalik sa dating school calendar?
Unaran na po namin ito sa tingin namin wala naman kasi ang unang-unang resistance din talaga na kung sakasakali ay mababawasan yung aming school break, yung aming bakasyon na tinatawag po. Hindi naman po, kasi itong school year po na to, we still have, itong bakasyon po na to, we will still have 58 days ng school break po. From supposedly 60 yan. Pero part po yan ng aming mga compromise sa Department of Education during the January 16 dialogue po. Sabi, okay lang naman, yung 2 araw na mawawala na yan. At susunod po, yung susunod na school break po next year, no, mas maluwag po siya. No, kasi kung March 31 tayo magtatapos, buong buwan ng Abril at Mayo, no, ay bakasyon.
Right.
No, so, ibig sabihin, makakatiyak po tayo, meron tayong 60 days, no, na school break. So, and of course, hindi naman June 1 nagsisimula ang klase, di ba? Perhaps within the first week of June pa po yan.
Alright, opo. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras. Teachers Dignity Coalition Chairperson Benjo Basas. Nasa linya po natin siya joining us today. Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat din po.
Yun.
So, yun nga ang sinasabi dyan baka naman stop-gap measure na naman ito that we're not really getting the real solutions to our problem.
Sana lang they computed also para makita ng tao how many classes are lost pag old school calendar versus new school calendar, rain versus the heat.
Kasi di ba dapat ang ginagawa natin talaga dyan is yung infrastructure, mas malaking classroom, mas maraming classroom, mas well-ventilated yung classroom, mas maliliit yung, kasi ngayon 75 to 80 per classroom.
Tsaka hindi lang hanay ng DepEd ang infrastructure ng hanapin mo, also yung DPWH and DILG.
Yes.
Kasi pag nagpa-flood, wala kang access sa school.
Ginagawang evacuation center. Ako, napakaraming issues
yan. Madami pa yan.
Oo.
At dahil nag-traffic kanina na hindi ko napadala ang aking quote, babawi po ako tomorrow, 2 quote ang ibibigay ko. And that wraps up today's
Go, bilis!
Today of Brunch.
Ang bagal. Join us again tomorrow. I'm Angela Lagunsan Castro.
And I'm Angelo Castro III.
We are One News, all sides, all the time.